Hi, I'm Kay Choi. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to my first video of 2020. I took a little break over the holidays, but I'm back now and I'm planning all the videos and topics that I want to cover over the next few months. Looking forward to it. Today though, I wanted to do a bit of an update video and just share some updates and goals that I have for 2020. Jumping right in, the first update being that I got engaged. My boyfriend Dane, or now my fiance, and we got engaged back in December over the holidays. It was home in LA and my family and our closest friends were there, and it was just such a special moment. We've been dating for 7 years now. We just celebrated 7 years in December, and we have been talking about this and making this next step in our relationship and are just so excited. We are long distance right now and have been for the past 3 years or so. We're just excited to tie the knot and spend the rest of our lives together. Insert shameless self-promo here. If you did not know that I got engaged, then you should follow me on Instagram because you would have seen that announcement there. But really, a lot of you who do follow me on Instagram shared your congratulations. So thank you so much for all of the love and support. I will definitely be doing some wedding and engagement related videos. I'm actually planning out a video about how to pick an engagement ring because I actually did pick out / design this ring with a jeweler. So I wanted to talk through the process there because I do think it could be helpful because there's a lot. So with getting engaged, of course, that means we're getting married and planning a wedding. We're going to be having our wedding this fall. So it's happening this year, and I am also moving this year and will finally be in the same city because, as I mentioned, we're long distance right now. Planning a wedding has definitely put my project management skills to the test, and so I'm trying to think of some other content that I could share that's related to that, but not only for people who are planning a wedding. I still want my content to be relevant to all of you or most of you. So yeah, if you have any suggestions of things you'd like to see, then again, leave them in the comments below as always. So that's the major thing that's happening for me in 2020 is getting married and moving, but I also have some travel planned. I'm actually going to Peru for the first time, actually South America for the first time with my college roommates, and we'll be going there in the spring / summer. I asked on Instagram for some suggestions of places to go in Peru, so thank you, and we are actually going to be visiting some of the suggestions. I have been wanting to go to South America just in general for a really long time, and Peru for some reason has always stood out for me, so I'm really excited. A goal to go along with that is to improve my Spanish. So I took Spanish in high school and I even took AP Spanish and somehow passed. I don't know how I did that. I have the basics, but I've just forgotten a lot of it, so I'm hoping that I can improve my Spanish, or not hoping, I will improve my Spanish. I'm going to try to relearn a lot of it and then of course try to practice it while we are in Peru. So if you speak Spanish, please leave comments in Spanish so I can do a little bit of practicing there. A couple of other trips I have planned this year are I'm going to Philly for my friend's graduation from med school and also planning to go to Portland for my bachelorette party. I've actually never been to Portland, so as always, suggestions, comments below. With all of that, I'm going to be spending a lot of money, although I think money for travel is money well spent for me and just spending it on that experience. But one of my other goals this year in 2020 is to be smarter with my money, specifically smarter with how I invest my money and grow my money. I've done a couple of videos on how I've saved money and how I budget money, and so I do feel confident in how I use my income and save it, but I am not really confident in growing my money. I just honestly don't do anything right now. So I want to learn a bit more about it and make some smarter decisions into how I invest my money. Joe from Damon and Joe and Wander Onwards are two big inspirations for me when it comes to being smart with money. So check them out if you want some tips on finances and all of that. But that is going to be one of my focuses for 2020. Another goal of mine this year is to read 25 books. So last year I read 14 books, and I'll leave my Goodreads profile in the description box so you can see what I'm reading, what I'm rating them. I don't really write reviews on them. I just kind of do my gut rating. But yeah, if you're interested in that, you can check out what I'm reading. Currently, I've just read only one book this year, so I'm a little behind if I need to be reading on average a little more than 2 books every month. So far, I've read The Ride of a Lifetime by Bob Iger, who is the CEO of Disney. And it was one of the more interesting memoirs that I've read, especially just having grown up around Disney and consuming Disney content. And especially the last few chapters are interesting because he talks about Pixar, Marvel, Lucasfilm, and having seen those things unfold, it was cool to see it from his perspective. And he shares some different tips on, being an effective leader. So I think it's useful as well. What I'm currently reading is American Dialogue by Joseph Ellis. And I actually just picked this up at the airport on one of my recent business trips. In this book, Ellis kind of looks at different topics like racism, like economics, and kind of looks at them through the lens of some of our founding fathers. I'm not really a history buff, and so this is really interesting to me just to even learn a bit more about our founding fathers and their lives, and then to put that second layer of applying those other topics to it is very interesting. So that's what I'm reading right now. I'm actually also technically reading this one. It's The Water Dancer by Ta-Nehisi Coates. I'm only like 10 pages into this one, and I actually started it back in November, but I just haven't picked it up again. But this is a book that I'm reading with 2 of my friends. We have a little book club that we do together. But yeah, I should get on this one. I also just picked up a copy of Little Women. I read this a long time ago, but kind of forgot everything that happens. And with the new movie coming out, I wanted to read it again. So I thought this copy was really cool, and it was also the cheapest one in the store because they have some really nice editions of Little Women. But yeah, I think this modern one is pretty cute. Another goal of mine for 2020 is just working out a bit more. I know that's a common goal for a lot of people, just every year, every month. After I did the Detroit Marathon in October, I kind of took maybe a month off from working out. And then in November, I started using ClassPass to go to different studios and try out different workouts. Mostly because I just don't want to run in the snow and the cold. I know some people do it, but I don't. So I signed up for ClassPass, and maybe consistently once or twice a week, I go try out different workouts. I've done bar, Pilates, spin, and cycling, and you can even use ClassPass to go to the regular gym and just get gym entry for 2 hours. So I've done that as well. So if you're also looking for some motivation and also want to try out some new classes, then I do recommend ClassPass because the ClassPass membership is cheaper than if you were to get a membership at a specific studio. And you get the benefits of trying out different studios that are partnered with ClassPass. This isn't sponsored, but I will leave my referral link in the description box if you want to check out ClassPass as well. Next goal of mine for 2020 is to journal every day or nearly every day. So back when I was studying abroad in Bristol for a semester, I actually journaled every single day. And because I did that semester, those 5 months that I was there are still so vivid in my memories. And it just allowed me to also think about little things that I would be thankful for that day. So some of my entries were literally like a few words long. Others were pages long if I was traveling and just wanted to describe what I was seeing and all of that. And with 2020 being a pretty big year with a lot of things going on, I just wanted to infuse that consistency into my life again, and also to just help me remember 2020 and all the fun that's going to be happening this year. So I was actually thinking about this goal back in December because I had found my old journal from when I was abroad and remembered how nice it was to be able to look back on it. So I was telling my friend Christine, aka Dear Saturdays, follow her on Instagram and her YouTube channel. I was telling Christine about this goal while we were having lunch, and then she was telling me that she needed to go to the store to pick up something, and we went to Moleskine and we were just looking at the notebooks, and she very sneakily bought me a notebook while we were in the store, and she even got it custom, what is this? Embossed? Anyway, she got a little notebook for me that says Christina 2020. So I have been journaling in it. There are a couple of days where I had to mash 2 days together just because I didn't write on one of the nights. But this has been a nice routine for me because it doesn't even take that long for me to sit down and just write a few thoughts for the day. So I've been really liking this, and it's a goal of mine to do this consistently for the rest of the year. And the last goal I want to talk about is growing my YouTube channel / social media presence. I've always considered, and I still do consider, YouTube as my hobby that I just happen to get paid for a little bit every month. So I'm not very strict with myself on like the branding and like the content calendar. Yes, I will plan out videos and do all of that and try to maintain a consistent upload schedule, but I don't really think about anything too strategically when it comes to social media. But I do think that there is a lot of potential and opportunity, so I want to focus a little bit more on just getting things really tightened up. And also, like with my Instagram, I am not super active in terms of posting actual posts. I think I'll post stories a lot, but I want to maybe infuse some more of that like consultant, career, lifestyle content onto my Instagram as well. So I'm trying to think through how to do that. But that's just another goal of mine. I'm really excited to continue growing this channel and evolving my content and just trying to make it better and better for you. Thank you so much for the support that you've given me, whether you've been subscribed for the past day, month, year, years, however long. Just thank you. I really appreciate just all the love and support and helping me just have this really fun hobby where I get to share hopefully helpful things with you. That's it for this little 2020 updates / goals video. I will be back next time with more content related to careers and consulting. So do subscribe if you would like to see that, and hit the notification bell as well so you can be notified. Take a breath. Be notified when I upload those videos. As always, thank you so much for watching. Happy New Year. Good luck with all of your goals and aspirations for 2020, and I will see you next time. Bye.